I've been scared of being an idol. I've been scared of being an idol for somebody. I was watching these videos of people who were giving testimonies from the Christian perspective. I mean, the name is Christian, but like if you are a Christian, you just think of it as the truth. But the name for it is Christianity. But from that perspective, I just have been watching these testimonies of people who, for whatever reason, they were having visions and dreams of going to hell, and they seen different people in hell. And some of the people that they seen in hell were big name people, and some of them went to hell because they were more indulged in their fame and success and money. They were more interested in that than pushing anything about God at all or Jesus at all. They were more interested in self-power, self-monetary gain. And some of them were a part of other, religions and had other beliefs that they pushed. They weren't all bad people. But from what I could hear, it was said they went to hell because they rejected the forgiveness of Christ after given the chance to accept it. And that instead they went after their own success. They went after power, admiration, basically indulged in themselves and in whatever other doctrine they believed in, if any. And by them being highly influential, they became people's idols and influenced millions of other people to go to hell as well. And for that, they had to suffer eternal torment. None of the admiration, money, or success or power saved them from going to hell. And when I think about music and rap, music can be worshipped. People follow lyrics all the time. A lot of time lyrics dictate culture to a lot of people. And with, the music you make, you're influencing the listener, especially if they listen to you a lot. You're influencing that listener. And some people are even lightweight worshiping artists. And I was just thinking, if I was an artist that don't, promote Jesus, and have people put me above Jesus, have people idolize me, it could lead people to hell, and I could suffer the same fate as the people in those stories and visions that I'm hearing about. And I know some people could say, oh, none of them stories are true. Well, there's a lot of people with those testimonies of going to hell and seeing people in hell and why they were there. You can check them out for yourself. You can choose to believe them or not. I'm choosing to consider them because I know God does give people visions. He does teach people lessons. So I'm just paying attention to a lot of things. So while I'm not the perfect Christian by any means, I just didn't want to, I was scared to be an idol. And still sometimes I'm scared to be an idol for people because I don't want my music to lead anyone down the wrong path to hell. So that's why I speak about what I speak about. And hell for me is still a hard concept to grasp. It's still for me hard to grasp that concept that there are people there suffering for eternity. That's a hard thing to grasp. But you have to think, because all it takes for you to be idolized and worship is for promotion. So do you think there are any artists that have possibly led people to death or to hell? Did they mean to? Are there any artists that told you you're going to hell by listening to them? And why would they say that? Why would they just say that? And not all the people that I heard in those stories that said they influenced people to go to hell, not all of them were artists. Some of them were just influential people. And you'll hear, and I'm not trying to knock anyone's beliefs, but you'll hear some rappers call themselves a god. And what I have to say is the real God, the biggest God, has said, you have no other gods before me. And some people put, some of these artists before the real God. And in return, that makes those artists or people they follow their idol of worship. And I never wanted to be that. I've been scared of being that.